Hi everybody, welcome to the dungeon. My name is Robin and today is Lampworking 101.68. Today I have a really cool demonstration for you guys. It's more of a scientific experiment than a demonstration, but it's really short, it's really quick, and it is so beautiful. All you need is a little bit of baking soda and you're good to go. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this demonstration and give it a try if you haven't already. You know, there's not many items that you can incorporate into the glass and it still maintain its integrity. I hope you're all doing safe and well out there. Thanks so much for joining me every week. And on that note, I'll see you next time in the dungeon. Okay, I'm going to start this bead out with just a little bit of clear, and I am just looking for something really simple. I'm trying not to go overboard with the size on this one like I have in the past. And also I wanted to let you guys know that this video or this demonstration is only in double time, so it looks like I'm going a little bit slower. Usually I do like 3 times the speed, sometimes 4. But because this is so simple, I wanted to slow it down a little bit, so I didn't have a 3-minute video. I have like a 6-minute video. Anyway, so I am just going to go ahead and roll the glass on a graphite paddle. And by the way, this bead probably took maybe 12 minutes to make. It's so quick and it's so beautiful. Okay, so I have rolled it out and I decided this time that I hardly ever work in just transparents. So I thought it'd be really cool to just work transparents, no white, no opaques. And I am starting out with a beautiful cranberry pink. I love this color, it's so gorgeous. And it really worked out well here. So I am just going to add a little stripe of color on one side and a little bit on the other side. And then we'll work in our second color, which is a transparent aqua blue. And I have to tell you that this transparent blue is notorious for boiling. So I always make sure the rod is super clean, and I do try to work it out in the flame a little further where the flame is cooler. However, it still can boil sometimes. So, just do your best to work that color. And this last color that I have, I was originally going to use the transparent yellow from a Fetri, but that color tends to get a little opaqueness to it. And I wanted it to be really, really transparent. So this color is actually, what is it? It is called... Let me find out. Ooh, okay, so this color is called Kelp, K-E-L-P, and it is a Fetri color, and this is my substitute for the yellow transparent, and it actually worked out really nice. I did have to put a little extra of the Kelp color on there, but it worked really just perfect. So I am going to go ahead now and just slightly kind of round things out a little bit. I'm still working way out there in the flame because I don't want that blue to get all rashy. And once I have it kind of round, I am ready to splash on a little bit of the baking soda. And you really only need a pinch. Here, I probably put way too much on. I kind of feel like, yes, you can put too much on and the bubbles will just get out of control. But they kind of get out of control no matter what. So here's the fun part. Just heat your bead up a little bit just to maintain the heat inside, and go ahead and I'm just going to wrap my clear glass all the way on this bead from one side to the other. And in order for me to do this, I am just wiggling that clear glass back and forth so it melts quicker in the flame, and that'll allow me to get all the way around the bead. But just make sure that as you add this clear glass to the bead, you are overlapping it as you go. And you can already see, as soon as that clear glass touches the bead, you see the bubbles like they're out of control. It's so beautiful to see this process. Okay, now I have my clear glass on there, and I want to go ahead and make sure that my edges are nice and smooth all the way to the mandrel. And then I will go ahead and just start to heat this bead up and round it out. And really, guys, that's pretty much all there is to this demonstration. This would be a beautiful background for any kind of pattern that you would like to place on top. It could be really gorgeous with just blue underneath and it looks like bubbly water. There is so much that you can do and play around with the colors underneath and on top of this pattern. And I will let you know real quick, if you overheat it too much, some of those bubbles will pop. So be careful, have fun, and we'll see you next time in the dungeon.